Hi students, let's look at this part here, which is for the first derivative test. Let's see how we can do this proficiently. Now, for the first derivative test, you need to know how do you actually find whether a point is minimum, maximum, or stationary point of inflection. So what you're going to do is actually just imagine this. So if you have a, if say this is A, now I'm going to show you what are this notation called. So this is A, and this is A plus, and this is A minus. This thing called this is it just simply it just notates a minute change. Okay, so in this case here, for example, if I've got the maximum point as such, okay, and this part here, if I have got A, here is my A, okay, A, that this A plus will just mean that a very, very small change of A on the left. So this is A plus, and this is A minus. So for example, if this is if this is 2, this small change here could be 2.001, or this part here could be actually be 1.99. Okay, so now you realize that if this is A, meaning this gradient is 0, this gradient 0 just means that is the gradient. You're looking at the gradient here, the gradient is 0, and if you have A, this is A plus here would be gradient is negative, and this is positive. So that's why the shape is a maximum point. Okay, later we will see how we actually apply this concept here in the questions. I know it's a bit hard to visualize without numbers, right? So with the word examples, I think you'll be able to understand. So now I'll just give you a clear concept here. So for example, if you have A equals to 0, meaning the gradient is 0, meaning it's a flat curve, right? Then A plus will be positive, will be going up, and A negative will be negative, like that. So this case here, this will be a minimum point. Okay, so it'll be a minimum point like that. So for stationary point inflection, there are two types, as you could see. One is going up here, 0 and go up. This is positive, and this is negative, 0 and negative. Okay, so what we need is actually negative here, 0 and negative. So this would be a stationary point or inflection like this shape. This would be positive, 0 and positive, which is like that. Okay, in other words, if your gradient doesn't change sign, then that is a point of inflection, stationary point of inflection. So negative, 0, negative will slant downwards, positive, 0, positive will slant upwards. Whereas this negative, 0, positive in terms of a gradient is actually a mean point. Positive, 0, negative is a max point. So that's how you actually test for your first derivative test. Okay, so I'll see you in the next question. Then we'll look at second derivative test. See you.